Books are looking good. Good stuff.
Alright, I'm about to do a trading run. Alright, if you don't know, PvP Cat has a video on it. Sometimes I get it, sometimes I don't. I just started doing it. You rest by the campfire for about 15 seconds. Then go into change appearance for another 10 or 15 seconds, and when you back out, you'll be in a solo session for a little bit long enough for you to run your trader long distance, get the extra money without having to worry about another player. You'll only have to kill NPCs. So that's what I'm about to do if I can get it to load. Sometimes they put me at Hennigan's Steed at Bonnie's Ranch. It works for me half the time, but whatever. We're going to give it a run. This takes a while. I hope it works. It's boring. Alright, though, yeah, I'm just on here to have a good time. I'm not taking myself too serious. I'm not the best player in the world here. Just here to have a good time, man. Enjoy the graphics. You know, I got a newfound respect for streamers. I was going to try that because I watch, like, DayZ streamers and stuff. And how much time they devote, I got a newfound respect for it. How much time they devote to that. And the RP players like Moon and Disby, I mean, that's a lot of time. It really is. I mean, you're giving your life to this. I'm blown away by how much effort it takes and how much actual time it would take to build a channel and establish a fan following and stuff like that. It's insane. You think it's all just a gamer, you know. It's not that simple. I'll be turning this mic on and off, by the way. I'm going to play some DayZ later because I like getting shot in the head. You know, I find that fun. I'm a walking loot box on DayZ. I'm not going to pull up the I Survive map, and I didn't eat, sleep, and breathe it, so I don't know where everything is, but it's still a lot of fun to play. It's a nice competitive shooter. I like it. I got DayZ fever. I gave up on video games for a while. I quit playing them. I mean, I just won't buy the new stuff, you know. And if I do, it's going to be a computer and an entry-level, 2080 Ti graphics card is $1,400, you know. And you got to have your 36 gigs of RAM and all that jazz. I'm old school, so... Okay, the spawn job's good, so maybe I got what I wanted. We'll see. I'm not seeing my camp. There it is. Anyways, this is how you make extra money, and you're getting double price on everything you turn into crypts, so you can make some real money. Now before you start, you want to check the players and make sure you're the only player in the session, and I'm not, so it didn't work. So I'm going to try it again. My brother gets this all the time, and it only works half the time for me. But if I'm going to spend my time doing it, then I'm going to get paid well. Boy. Why do I do it? I don't know, I might just move on. Honestly, I got DayZ fever anyway, so we'll see. So December 12th, big GTA 6 reveal, promotional, commercial, whatever. I don't know what the kids are calling it these days. That'll be interesting. There's things I like and there's things I don't like about the certain companies, and I don't like the fact that PlayStation and Xbox are consolidating everything right now. It's sad. With no competition, you're going to get a bunch of MBAs, Masters in Business Administration, with their shark cards, and you're going to be paying for everything. You're going to have to pay for it twice if you expect it to work. It's sad. Now, there's a lawsuit right now. That's why I didn't buy a PlayStation 5. I kind of gave up on gaming. There's a lawsuit right now on PlayStation 5's faulty controllers because they're saying that PlayStation is intentionally designing those to be faulty controllers, and now the PlayStation 5 Edge controller actually has replaceable analogs for $20 to replace the stick drift. They say that the stick drift is being manufactured so you'll buy the replacement. And folks, GameSir makes a $40 Xbox stick that's it's impossible to get stick drift. It is anti-stick drift for $40. So that's something to think about. I don't want to accuse somebody of doing something, you don't want to be that guy. But it don't look good. I mean, the consumer starts wondering, what it's all about. The last thing you want in the world is to get connected with someone who's looking for a good place to quit on you or charge you more money for something you already have. It's like all the gangsters say, beware of the man who creates only a problem he can fix. Alright, we should be good. I hope I don't get shot in the face. It's on.
I really feel like a new man. All these long.
I think I picked distant delivery. I'm not paying attention. I always forget to go back to defensive. Yeah, I picked it. I always forget to go back to defensive, then somebody tries to shoot at me. This is the world's worst horse and carriage. I believe that's that midnight wolf howling at me. Alright, we got rig station. That's a safe enough route. We'll just roll with it. Should be alright. I wonder if I got time to kill him. He's making me think about it. You know what? Let's just have a look. Because I will wax that fella. Yeah, keep howling. I'll give you something to howl about here in a minute. You hear him? He'll be the black one. It should be the Midnight Wolf. No, those are grays. I don't know if it's him or not. You better run. Come on, move! Don't let him get away. Alright, we got 5 loaded in now. There it is. I always skin them. I don't, you know, I want to get at least the fang or the claw or whatever they give you just in case something stupid happens. The body's worth like $5.75 if you want to take the body with you. I may as well load him up, it's no big deal. Albeit, I think it was Rig Station, so just ride through Valentine and sell them. I'll have to sell the pelt to Gus. But this is the good thing, this is why, you know, if you want to, like I said, PvP Cat will show you how to do this. He's the best Red Dead guy that I know of personally. PvP Cat's the one I watch for all the information. And I love this game because it's so beautiful. It's like walking through a painting, you know, it's like a Rembrandt. The designers, that's one thing I'll say about Rockstar, absolutely. Rockstar does amazing work. They really do. Never get ahead in life that way, buddy. Alright, I think he's too stupid to follow me. We'll see if he gets out of that mess. That dude was struggling back there to move his horse. Usually I'd stop and loot him too because you got 20 minutes, but I want to just focus on getting this job over. I'll worry about looting at another time. And yeah, I'm going to talk a lot. I drank a cup of Joe, so, and it was some strong stuff. And I'm a chatterbox musket when I get started. Where's the off button on this moron? Dude, come on. Get out of here. That's enough out of you. Coming in hot. This horse always bangs this thing off these rails. You can't stop him from doing it. The world's worst horse right there. You want to know the worst horse on the game? That dude's hunting a bear back there. That's a ambient mission. The world's worst horse right there hooked to your trader wagon. The most expensive trade wagon in the world, or in this game. You know, you can't even moonshine and make that much money. 625 bucks, world's worst horse, world's worst wagon. You know, because I want to fail at this, right? Kind of like being a Browns fan, you know? No, we want the world's worst quarterback. Now, I want to pay $230 million for a guy that has got a 75 rating. I shouldn't say too much about Deshaun Watson, though. He's good and his shoulders hurt, so I'm kind of picking at him. But his ratings in Texas were really good. Anyways, if I can just live through this, I don't know what I'll do. You know, just, we'll see. Try to stay busy. I like doing the collector stuff, and, you know, I get into fights with the Valentine grievers, you know, the town griefers. You're always going to have that. You know, while I'm here, I want to see if that's a treasure map guy, because if that's a treasure map guy, I'm gonna rob his treasure map. Come on, let's go. Chop chop. No, it's a moonshiners, you know.
You there? What do you want?
Yeah, talk that smack, son. For those that don't know, this is like if you're missing a moonshine recipe, I'm pretty sure this is the ambient mission, and like the reward in this box will be the moonshine recipe that you don't have. Okay. Just so you know, that's what you're looking for. If there's a moonshine recipe you don't have, that's the ambient mission you want. Time for a little loot. By the way, don't be surprised when I get into gun battles and stuff. If there's a dude and I know he's using that Chronos Zen device, I'm going to report. I'm going to tell you that right now. So don't be surprised when it happens. I'm probably responsible for getting about 10 or 15 cheaters suspended for 30 days. If you use Chronos Zen, I absolutely will report you. Xbox is like doing something with Minecraft or one of those games where those players were using Chronos Zen and they're stopping them from doing it. They're warning them that they're using an external device that's not allowed, and then the second time they do it, they ban them for like 30 days. So, I mean, Xbox is cracking down on it. So that means they must have been losing a lot of players because there's people who don't want to get on there and cheat. They want to actually have a real experience. I'm horrible at multitasking, so I'm going to end up playing horribly at some point, so. But anyways, I wanted to try streaming out, you know, just to check it out to see the work and stuff that goes in on it. It's interesting. It's very interesting. Those guys put in a lot of work streaming. My favorites are Slexify, Holly Rex, Lottie. I like TSP_Bobby. I like Moon and Disby and Classy Packs and Vertigo for RP. They put in a lot of work. I mean, when I started doing this, I realized, man, how much time I'm working out and trying to have a life for the last few days, and I'm just trying streaming just to try it. And I'm just blown away by how much work goes into it. And that's not going into like the productions that Moon does. I mean, literally. You're getting high production value out of Moon's RP. The stuff that he does, the way his videos are presented, and Vertigo too. Really high production value. I mean, they're giving their lives to that. That's very impressive. It is. Their livelihood is in that. They should make money for that. The subs are definitely justified. And like Moon is like commercial free, so I'm pretty sure if you watch him when he's streaming live, you don't have to sit through a commercial. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it to me. There you go. World's worst horse right there. You want to know the world's worst horse on the game? Trader Wagon. Just like I said before, he's a piece of shit. lone viewer's probably CIA guy. Can you imagine having to listen to me? Don't worry, I'm not poisoning any young minds today. They're listening to Joe Rogan, the zookeeper, buddy. Yeah, you thought you was something. By the way, you're probably wondering why I'm so accurate with that Lancaster, and I'm going to let you in on a little secret. That Turkleman is a modifier. I got the gray Turkleman, and I bought the black one for 40 gold. They're aim stabilizers. They're literally they're an ability card that you ride. So I mean, just so you know, if you yeah, they're a little slow and they get antsy around animals and stuff, but if you want to shoot straight, get a Turkleman. And that's, I'm not going to mention that again. I'll mention that on this stream. I won't mention it again. I don't want too many people to know. But if you watch the stream, that's the bonus. Buy a Turkleman, you shoot straight. And it's with your two-fisted, with the revolvers or the pistols. It's with everything. You're a better shot with that Turkleman, like equipped or whatever. And I own the gray one and the black one, and so far I can't tell the difference. It was almost like I was shooting better with the $40 gold black Turkleman, but I can't say that for sure. And right now I've got my gray one, and he's shooting just fine. So yeah, if you see any bad shooting, it's probably operator error, just so you know. So I've got everything I'm supposed to have to do a good job. There should be some 0.4 gold in it for me. We got the extra time, so I'm going to loot them. Again, I did the PvP cat thing where you can load in a solo session until after you're done doing a trader role, if you're wondering why other people aren't attacking me right now. Which reminds me, I'll probably forget to go back to defensive and I'll ride to Valentine and get shot. Anyways, yeah, not to beat a dead horse, but again, I'm blown away by how these people, I mean, they really give a lot of their time and energy to that stuff. How to stay consistent and build yourself a name on Twitch, to have those followers and those subscribers the way those people do, it's amazing. It's one heck of a job. I had no idea how hard of a job it was. I really didn't. I mean, they earn their money. You think, oh, it's just, you know, because I would think, oh, you play a video game for a living, whatever, dude. Well, if it was so easy, everybody'd be doing it. Come on, buddy, move it around before you get shot. Really, I wish Twitch would pay me to run my mouth. I think that'd be amazing. Guy mad at world shakes his fist while off on a rant. You guys probably, a lot of you don't remember. You Gen Zs don't know, but Dennis Miller on HBO was absolutely hilarious. Not to get off on a rant here. You guys missed a lot of good stuff. I mean, I was young then, so. I was just a kid. You take things for granted. He was hilarious. I don't even know if you guys would understand it's like trying to explain what it was like when you were a kid watching Mike Tyson fight, and why everybody went absolutely insane when that dude was fighting. I mean, it was a different atmosphere. This ain't about how good of a fighter he is. It doesn't matter if you think, which I think Lennox Lewis was probably the best heavyweight. But anyways, I mean, the excitement around Mike Tyson, you had to be there in the late 80s and the early 90s when he was undisputed and he unified all the titles. You would have to be there to experience. There's just things that money can't buy that you just miss out on. There's no doubt whether or not you believe Mike Tyson was the best heavyweight ever, about whether or not he was the most exciting. He was way more exciting to watch than Muhammad Ali, even though Muhammad Ali might have been an early 60s Muhammad Ali actually is probably the best fighter I've ever seen. But you got to go back to, if he ain't using the footwork, if it ain't float like a butterfly, sting like a bee, ask Floyd Patterson. He was the best. You couldn't do nothing with Ali when he moved his feet. If he's moving his feet, if he's floating like a butterfly like the early 60s, you can't do nothing with him. You're going to get smoked. That's just all there is to it. I don't even know if Lennox Lewis could beat him, but it would take Lennox Lewis to beat him. Man, am I going to make it? I thought this was rigged station. This is what happens. I'm not focusing. Let's slow down to kill this dude. Yeah, I'm talking too much and not paying attention, man. This is a long ride for 5 minutes. I don't know if I'm going to make it. If there's a shootout, I might be screwed. How much was that legendary Midnight Wolf worth now? I'm asking myself. Boy. Man, it's going to be tight. Normally, I wouldn't go this way. I would go around. Wounded knee there. Looking for something, you might find it, fella. Oh yeah, my favorite type of griefers are the ones that know you're in defensive mode and they try to horse wreck you. Those of you that have seen that, you know what I'm talking about. They got their cheats enabled and stuff, and they want to horse wreck you. So, to try and get you out of auto, good grief. Wow. Never seen that before. They try to horse wreck you to get you to shoot at them so they can get you in offensive mode. I don't know if they still do that or not, but they did when I played this game before. Like I said, I haven't played in a while. Alright, no shootouts. Thank God. I'll make it. Gus ain't too far from here, so... before I forget, so I don't get shot in the face. Now here comes William and all of his buddies shooting up Westworld.
What can I do for you? Okay. I'll take it, but I've already got too many.
You see how those are $1.50 a hawk feather? The hawk feathers, the eagle feathers, and the owl feathers are worth $3 a piece. They're worth double to Gus, so you want to sell those to Gus. Hawk, eagle, and owl.
Done. Thank you. Come again.
Start pissing everybody off in town. Start breathing like I ate too many ham sandwiches. You ever play and get those mic guys? You know, and not to get off on a rant here, but those 13-year-old Chronos Zen players whose parents lock them in their own room because they're so spoiled they can't even deal with them. How does the onus possibly fall on someone like me to have to put up with that? There should be solo sessions. Why do I got to put up with that kid hooking up his Chronos into his controller and griefing everybody? I mean, are you fucking kidding me? Not to get off on a rant, but that shit's ridiculous. A parent won't even put up with a little kid. Little tyrant, raising a little tyrant. I was really good at Red Dead 1. I mean, I'm not that good at this game. I'm really not. I'm not that good of a PvP player. But I was really good at Red Dead. I mean, if it wasn't 3 or 4 people, it wasn't a fair fight when I played Red Dead 1 online. If there wasn't 3 or 4 of them in a posse, it wasn't a fair fight. I think the posse size was like 8, you know, and I got into fights with 8 of them all the time. I just didn't care. How you like them apples, buddy? And then there's the self-righteous PvPers. I remember I was playing Red Dead one time, and there was 4 or 5 in a bounty. There were 4 or 5 in a posse. And they were, I'm going to go back here and check out Beecher's Hope. There was 4 or 5 of them in a posse, and I was in Nasalita. And I told them, leave me alone. I'm not here to start, you know, I'm just chilling. Just leave me be. Well, they wouldn't have it any other way than to start killing me. Or they killed me once, and then I just straight mopped them. There was like 4 or 5 of them. And then you got the self-righteous players who I told the one kid, look, dude, get out of Nasalita. Don't come back inside these walls. Just get on your horse. You guys get out of here, and I'll quit killing you. You know, because I was mopping them. I mean, it was embarrassing. And you got some dude up on a hill watching it all go down, and he decided he was going to be self-righteous, and he started shooting at me because he felt he felt like I wronged the kid when I told him, look, I'm not going to shoot you in the back. And I could have shot the kid in the back when he was running out, and he ran out and everything was fine. Then one of his buddies tried to come back in, and I mopped him, and they finally left me alone. And then you got the self-righteous guy up on a hill shooting at me. I didn't like the way you talked to them. It's like, dude, there's 5 of them in one of me. Get a grip. All right, I'm going to quit complaining now. But that's PvPers I could go on and on about. Some of them are just ridiculous. But I mean, it begins and ends really with all of the rest of the stuff I can handle. It's the cheating that bothers me. I never understood what, you know, why you want to be Deflategate, bro. Is that how you want to win a world championship? Never understood it. I mean, it's like, and they could say turnabout's fair play, that well, all the football teams are videotaping all the other teams' practices and stuff like that, and Bill Belichick and the Patriots lost like 1,000 first and second round picks, and their team's suffering for it now. But I mean, now your name's attached to that, and I know, yeah, Tom Brady's got 6 championships. He's got 6 Lombardi trophies, 6 rings and stuff. And, you know, one of them he won outside of Patriots country. I understand that. But, I mean, his name will always be assigned to that. Bill Belichick and all of them. Do you see how accurate I am off that horse? And I got high-velocity rounds in that bolt action. I'm not that good. It's what I'm using is that good. That Turkoman is an accuracy modifier. And like I said, I don't want very many people knowing that without learning it themselves. I'm not going to keep talking about it, but that's your bonus for this. If you watch this video, bam, you learn something. I mean, it's like I heard Moon say. Moon was talking about how he's always talking about how he was level 200 on Red Dead Online for PC. And he was talking about how he don't play it anymore because of cheaters. I just think that's sad. They got a great game like this that you could play and there's no solo sessions and you got to deal with morons. It's just not fair. It's a shame. I mean, the same people that made this video game are not the same people who turn everything into a microtransaction later. The designers of this game are getting paid for designing and they're not making those. I mean, that's corporate decisions. There's a boardroom talking about how much their stock is worth, deciding on their microtransaction and how that knocks them up another $300 million worth of worth on the stock market, you know. Their stock goes up because of the microtransactions and the shark cards. It's pathetic. But I mean, having said all that, this is still a great game. It is. The designers did an amazing job. They really did. I mean, I said all that to say this, though, just police the cheating. I'm shutting my mouth. I'm not saying another word. I'll pay to play, pay for play and all that. I mean, I understand that's the market, that's the times. Just get rid of the cheating. No more Cronus Zen. No more cheating. That would be what I would say to them if I had their ear. If you can do that, everything else is worth putting up with. Because not everybody's going to like everything you do. I mean, they be telling me, well, it's working fine for us, so why don't you just shut your mouth and deal with it? You are playing my game. But if you want to make it better and you want to be more inclusive, that's how you do it. You got to get rid of the cheaters. You got to ban the cheaters, man. There was one dude that when I was playing about a year ago, because like I said, I abandoned playing games. There was one dude I was playing with, or well, I wasn't playing with him, but about a year ago, when I was playing this game, I shot him 12 times, and I had split point. Split point ammo, Navy revolvers. I shot the dude 12 times. Well, I should say I emptied my Navy revolvers at about 30 yards. I hit him at least 8 times out of 12. I know I hit him at least 8 times. And the last bullet finally killed him. And then him and his posse tried to run me down because he absolutely had an impotent rage fit The audacity of somebody that could kill him, you know. He wasn't even taking cover or nothing. He had no fear of death because he was using some kind of cheat. He didn't care. Let's see how bad I can miss this shot. Oh, he's gone. Like I said, I'm not very good at this game. If I get something right, it's in spite of my shooting skills, I'll tell you that. Alright, I'm out of here.
Are you going hunting? Stock up here first. My word, you don't see one of those every day. Okay then, let's take a look.
Okay. Onyx wolf, not midnight wolf, it was the onyx wolf. Yeah, see how those hawk feathers are $3 a piece? That's what I was telling you. Sell hawk, eagle, and owl feathers here.
Sure, why not? Yeah, I get a lot of these. The hunting round here, I can't believe I never made it out this way in my younger days. I'd have left a river of blood through these forests. See you soon.
Are they giving me the campsite, or... Come on, I didn't pay for nothing, people. There it is. Alright, I'm going to be AFK for a minute here. I'll be right back.
I swear, you could sell water to a drowning man. Ah, you're back.
Well, I gotta go. Work-related issue. I don't think anybody's watching anyway, so no big deal, but... Alright, there's going to be I'm going to have to leave in 10, but I think he's over here. I think this one is the fossil over here in the water. Alright. I'll check over there, but I'm going to be AFK, so I'm going to have to cut the broadcast short. How am I hot? That doesn't even make sense. Alright, I'm going to check this one over here. There used to be something over here every time. Did I get another hit? No, must have been the way the moonlight hit it. There's usually another hit over, in case you don't know. I think many people already know this, but over here by these rocks there's usually another hit. You get a fossil or whatever back there, and there's usually something here, but since I started playing again, there doesn't seem to be much there anymore. Alright, I don't get anything for a campfire, so I'm going to hit up these split points. But yeah, like I was saying, I have a newfound respect for people who have Twitch followers and how much work that they actually have to put in. And like I said, I've heard, oh, you play video games for a living. It's not hard work, blah, blah, blah. No, it is. For you to keep coming up with interesting content and keep playing and building up the fans that those guys build, it's insane. It's impressive. You can't just post a video once a week. You can't just play a video game for 2 hours once a week and people follow you. I mean, they give their lives to it. It's impressive, like I said. Not to beat a dead horse, but I'm impressed. Crips, the world's most worthless fellow in the world right there, buddy. Walking around. I'm surprised he ain't grabbing his back, complaining about lumbago. Good old Crippletron. That'd be funny if you saw him in town starting up, because you know he'd be starting up everywhere he went.
We're ready to go. Well, if you insist.
Well, if you're going to give me $1,000, I'll just pay $20 for a resupply. I'll tell you that much. Well, we can eat one of them. I don't know if I'm going to be back. I'm going to be back online, but I don't know if I'm going to be back online playing this because I got DayZ fever. I really like DayZ. I'm playing on a public server, so it's total trash. I think a dude with a cheat locator sniped me last time. I mean, the last time I was playing, like I said, I quit playing video games for a year or two. The last time I was playing, some dude he knew which direction I was going. When I respawned, he killed me like 3 times. When I respawned, he was like, dude, you're going the wrong direction. Come back this way. He's messaging me on my PlayStation account, telling me which direction I'm going. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to come back to that town and play with you. He's like, dude, leave me alone. Get away from me. You're the reason people don't play on public servers. But anyway, so we'll see what kind of hot mess that was. I was pretty geared and headed south. I was about as south as you could be on the Livonia map down there by that farmhouse to the east and got shot in the back. I wasn't military grade geared, but I had a CR 550. I mean, I was a walking loot bag. I brought that dude 12 tetracyclines, all the nails to keep building. I moved in too fast. That's another thing I complain about all day long. You never see, and that's one thing I respect about the Twitch players, is you can't make a Twitch being a camper. Those people that camp, my brother and I got an identical twin. So this guy talks about his brother a lot. I got an identical twin. So yeah, we've met. So you're going to hear me talk about him quite a few times. There was this guy, anyways. My brother and I would make fun of him on a public server. All he would do was camp a hill the entire time, and you knew when you went through that area, that camper was going to shoot at you, but he wasn't a very good shot, so he might hit you once, and you'd use your bandage up one time and get out of the area. He wouldn't move off that hill. That dude ate, slept, breathed, everything on that hill. If you killed him and he died, he would absolutely run as fast as he could back to that hill and lay there and starve to death, waiting for somebody to come around and shoot him. There'd be an easy way to fix that too, by the way, since I'm ranting about it. Is they could spawn, like if you sit somewhere for 20 minutes, they should auto spawn like a zombie bear or a pack of wolves or a horde of zombies on you to discourage camping. Because it does ruin the game. But I know that they would say, well, that's an aspect of the game, and not every player is the same, and there are some campers that like that, which I'm okay with it, but I'm always going to get killed more times than I kill people when I play DayZ because I'm a mover. I'm going to move. I'm impatient. I want to, those are like, Lottie is one of the most aggressive DayZ players I've ever seen. I love watching her play because Lottie does not sit still and she does not camp. She's there to bring the business. I love watching her play, and TSP Bobby too. They're there to play. They're going to bring the business. Anyways, I gotta go. Something came up work-related, but I'll be back on later playing DayZ probably. Right now, it's gonna round it out. Anyways, take her easy.